Hello everyone and welcome back to the GrianaigCreations podcast channel. My name is Kirsty, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm coming to you from quite a chilly Paisley in Scotland. Welcome to the crochet video for November. I really don't have much to show, so this is probably going to be a super short video. I don't think I've forgotten a project. I was going to say I may have forgotten one, but I don't think I have. There really is only 2 crochet projects that I have been working on. So yeah. Also, ignore the hair. I'm going through that really awkward growing it out phase, and there's just not much in the way of styling this. I've also had it like kind of flicked back, so if I tried to bring it forward, it just looked kind of weird. So the first pattern I'm going to show off is a blanket that, well, they're both blankets actually. It's a blanket I'm making for one of the 4 people that I know are pregnant and are giving birth next year. The one I'm working on at the moment is who is giving birth first, so the one that is due in January. This is the Spoke Flower blanket and it is a pattern by the Crochet Fix. I'm sure this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and there's 2 versions. There's one where the petals are more rounded, and then there's the one I'm doing, which is not photographed in this pattern, which is slightly more of like a point to them. I didn't realize there was 2 kind of designs in this, and maybe it's kind of mentioned because I just kind of wanted to jump in and get the blanket started. But it, like, after you start the pattern and you've done quite a few rows, that's when it says, oh, by the way, for the rounded petals, go to this page, which is the one that's photographed. And I thought that was a bit weird. I thought that's really quite bad to have it pointed out later on, but again, I could have missed it. So all that to say, here is my progress so far. It's kind of flicking up. So I think it's a really, really lovely pattern. It is somewhat mindless. I feel like I do have to do a lot of counting. It's a 3-row repeat and very easily memorized. And I'm really enjoying working on this, but it's not something that I've been able to work on whilst, say, like Scott, if you're new, my husband, if he's gaming and I want to watch, then I don't feel like this is something I can work on. I can somewhat crochet without looking, but my preference if he is gaming is like my knitted blanket that I'm working on. So unfortunately this needs a lot more work done on it. So I reckon that I'm going to put hopefully quite a bit of progress into it today, and we'll see what else I get up to this today and this week because I'm actually off on annual leave. The yarn I purchased from the Wool Warehouse. This was on sale. I don't think I paid more than about £4 for this. This is the Yarn Smith's Elvis, and this is in shade 1A005. It's 150 grams, so a really good amount of yarn, and in that you get 540 meters. Now I bought 2 of these, same as like for each one. I think I only got one other color because I hadn't been told the others' preferences. So I have 2 of each of the colors that I knew I wanted to get. So I'm still in ball 1. And I've still got a real good amount to go. It's got a wee bit more of the white to come out, and then we go into like a really, really pale. It looks a little yellow on camera to me, but it's actually quite like a pale olive. and then it goes slightly more green into a teal, and then a dark blue, and then like a jeans blue on the outside. So this is a really gorgeous colour palette. I really, really like this one. I think if I didn't already have this kind of set aside for someone, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to make this like adult size. It's fine. I love this. So this yarn is 100% acrylic. It's really, really soft. It suggests a 4mm needle and hook. And it does say that it knits to most DK patterns, but obviously it really does depend on your gauge. But I am using a 4mm hook for this, and I just think it looks really, really nice. You've got a front post stitch here, but it is worked in the round, and obviously the rows get bigger as you go. But I think this is really, really lovely. It's kind of a mindless project. Like I said, it's not one I can work on without having to look and count my stitches, but it's just those 3 repeat rows. It's so easy to memorize, and you can just go, which is lovely. So yeah, and it folds up really nice as well. I just hope that the person I'm making this for likes it. I'm sure they will. They enjoy handmade things, but their mum has made them like this really gorgeous mosaic crochet blanket for the baby, and this is like nothing compared to that blanket. So I'm hoping it's still appreciated and used more than anything, because I'm sure she'll appreciate it. It's just whether or not it would get used. So the only other project I have is the gingerbread crochet cow blanket that is being ran by Sardar at the moment. I had ordered my kit a while ago, and then nothing showed up in the mail, and I'd ordered it through my work through like a recognition program, and so I was able to contact the customer service team there to be like, hey, I got like 2 of the 3 items I ordered, and there was no mention of this one on the invoice. Like, can someone please look into this? Because I really, really, really wanted to start this. And so they looked into it, and they ended up sending me a completely new kit. So I don't know what happened. It either just was not dispatched, like maybe there was an error somewhere, because again, the invoice stated my 2 other items, and it did not state this kit. So I've got only up to week 2 done. I am behind because I ordered it on day 1, and then I think I had to wait like 3 weeks for my kit to actually arrive, which is nothing. Like, I know some people in America had to wait a lot longer when they ordered the kit from the UK. So I have nothing to complain about, considering some of the wait times they had with the postal service. But this is my week 1 square, and I definitely need to like pin this out and get it to be a little less squiggly. So that's the week 1, and then this is one of the week 2 banners or stripes. You see the ends that I have not woven in, even though it does tell you to weave in as you go. That's one. And then I've got 2 of this one. I had 2 of the first one, but I've done a little bit more work on the next one, on the other one. So this colour is just a little bit different. And your baubles are different as well. So this one's yellow, whereas this one's more of like a goldy mustard gold. And then the one I've done a little bit more work on is where I completely stalled out. So you'll see there's the white and red at the top. And if we zoom in a little bit, so I'll show you the back first of all. You're meant to carry the yarn across, and you're meant to catch it every single stitch, and I didn't like that. I did not like how it looked, so I swapped for every other stitch, so the first one, the third one, and the last one. But when I worked the wrong side to come back, I'd done the same thing, but you can see where I've carried the stitch. And so I put into the Facebook group for Sardar, for the cowl, what's everyone's tips? Like, what has everyone else done? Because even from a distance, like, you can see it. You can see the red through the white. And I don't like it. Whereas on the row before, I personally don't think you can see it. But I also don't know if you can't see it because there's the green row below it, which is where the yarn is hidden behind. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Maddie of the House of Langford podcast on YouTube has suggested that you use the bobbins that they send you in the kit. And, oh, I can't get them out easily. Can I break one off easily? Little cardboard bobbins that you wrap your yarn around, because you apparently need them later on for a section, but I don't think I'm going to follow the instructions for that one either. And kind of do it like a crochet and tarja, which I've never done. So this is going on the pause pile for a while. I did not mean all of that to rhyme. And I will pick it up eventually, but the baby blanket takes a wee bit more precedence since the baby is going to be born in January and we are fast approaching the end of November. And I don't need this blanket anytime soon, so it is going on pause. It's going on a little mini hiatus, and it will get picked back up when it gets picked back up, because it's not going to be ready for Christmas time. That's for sure. But yeah, I have other crochet projects, so I've still got my, oh, what is it called? It's my cardigan. Let's see, can I find it really quickly in Ravelry? I don't think I saved it to my favorites or added it to my library. It's the one where you need to make granny squares, and then you can do half granny squares and triangles, like quarter triangles. Cardigan. Let's do hot right now. Let's see if it comes up. There we go. The Ariana Cardigan by Amy Christophers for the Barocco company. I have all the squares there. Like, they're all done. But I actually need to stitch them all together. So that is the Ariana Cardigan. Like I say, I've got all the squares ready to go. I just need to sit down, read through how to join them all, and then actually start, because it's crochet as you go, or join as you go, sorry. Which I've done before, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't horrific, but the layout of this jumper is going to be a little bit confusing. So it's definitely one where I'm going to have to clean up the floor, because Oogie has got cardboard everywhere because she rips it off of the cat scratching box thing. So I'm going to have to clean off the floor and then have everything laid out and be like proper paying attention, basically. But yeah, I've still got that to do. So I have other crochet projects, but I just haven't worked on them. My crafting mojo kind of took a nosedive off a cliff at some point again, so I'm getting there. it's winter. It's been really cold up here. It's been cold everywhere, to be perfectly honest. We got snow on Saturday, which caused us to cancel some plans. And then we've had some other stuff go down. Our door handle broke off yesterday and we got stuck outside the flat, so we had to call a locksmith. Thankfully that got fixed fairly quickly, but it could have been so much worse. We could have been stuck outside when the snow was still here, so very thankful it happened last night and not a few nights ago. And then we got a new car. The car's now got to go back to the garage because there's something either not right with the tyre sensors, or we have 2 slow punctures in both front tyres, so that's fun. But I am off all week. There's going to be a massive, hopefully a massive amount of crafting to get done. So we'll see what I get done by the next video. I'll need to remember to put stitch markers in and show where I was, because otherwise I will not be able to show you where my progress is. But if I could get anything done between now and the next crochet video, I would like to have finished the first ball of yarn. If I finish this blanket, fantastic, amazing. If I feel like this is deceiving, I feel like I want to be like, oh, this one ball of yarn could make this blanket a great size. But we all know crochet eats up way more yarn than knitting does. And as this gets bigger, it's obviously more stitches per round. And it goes up quite quickly because over your 3 rounds, you're increasing on every round. So your stitch count jumps by 20 stitches a pop. Well, actually no. So there's 2 rows where it stays the same, and then there's 2 increase rows, and then it stays the same, and then there's 2 increase rows. But on each increase round, it goes up by 20 stitches. So it's going to get quite big quite quickly. So if I get the first ball of yarn done by the next time I video, I will be happy. But this needs finished for January. So not a whole lot of time. But I think I'll pop this in my bag as my to-go project, and we'll see how much I get done. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a very short video. We're looking at like 17 minutes, maybe closer to 18 by the time I sign off. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you're staying safe in the slightly colder weather if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I hope you're enjoying the slightly warmer temperatures. And for anyone wondering what I am wearing, this is the Boren sweater. It is a knitted item, and it is by Anna Freiberg of Yarnesty. You can find this on at least Ravelry. I don't know if it is on any of the other websites like Payhip or anything, so I cannot say for certain. But I knit this a couple of winters ago and it is working out brilliantly for this colder weather. So yeah, thank you again. I hope you all stay safe, happy crafting, and until the next video, apologies if you heard my stomach grumbling. It's lunchtime. Until the next video, everyone. Bye.